Hi, this is Ian Murray. Watch my latest interview on Hibernian TV.
Ian, a battling performance against Sunderland at the weekend. What do you feel overall Hibs can take from that performance?
Clean sheet, obviously, against Premiership opposition is always good. The way I thought we went about, pressing the game and stuff like that was decent. We could probably been a bit better in possession of the ball and stuff like that. But that's what these games are there for, to get a little bit more fitness and to get a team like Sunderland who have invested pretty heavily over the summer in their squad to come up and play us and to get a credible draw is it's good. It's good for the players. It's good for the fans, and it's obviously good for the manager to see us against different opposition.
From the outset, you seem to relish the challenge ahead and got stuck in against the Sunderland midfield. How would you sum up your contribution on the day?
I thought it was okay. You don't want to get injured in these sort of games, but sometimes you've got to go and protect yourself, or you're going to get hurt and stuff. There was a few tackles going in as well from both sides, but it was competitive, which I think is what we wanted. There's no point in Sunderland coming up here and we're running around just tapping each other. They're obviously a little bit conscious of their season hasn't started yet, but for us, the season's underway. We're in this sort of time now where challenges are going in, you're going to be touched. So for us, we're a little bit further on in terms of game and sort of mentality of the game. So perhaps that took over a little bit on our side.
Taking into account the fact that you had that operation on your hip earlier on in the summer, just before the tail end of last season, how would you sum up your fitness levels at this point in time?
Yeah, they feel good. I was lucky enough to had a small groin strain in Australia even in pre-season and sitting back 3 or 4 days, nothing too major, so I've been quite lucky, touch wood, so far with that, and I feel fine, it's maintaining my fitness away from the training centre even, just by doing little things at night and maybe going to the gym once or twice a week when I can, just to keep myself a bit ahead of maybe the other people, because there's always people lining up to take your place. So I've said to myself, you're in the team at the moment, but you've got to stay there, so that's my main aim at the moment.
Nobody could ever question your commitment to the Hibernian cause throughout your lengthy association with the club in the two spells, but to what extent do you feel that sometimes your body on the line type commitment has perhaps led to some injury problems? Do you feel that perhaps has been
there's
the
no
case?
doubt. I mean, it's easy, some players get injured, that's just the nature of football, but there's no doubt I've played even, I'm 30 years old now, but even this sort of strain in pre-season, I could feel it at the start of the session, and I said to myself, get through the session and we'll see how it feels, but that by getting through that session has put me back maybe a week, and I'm 30 years old and still trying to do it, so by this age I should really know, but there's no doubt. I mean, as I say, I've been fortunate so far that I've not had anything too bad. You look at poor Scott Severin on Saturday there, who took a real nasty one. But there's no doubt, it's part of the game though, and both sides, clubs know they could sign a player and be injured for 2 years, and players know as well, you're playing a competitive sport, plenty of contact, there's going to be times where you're going to pick up things, and I wouldn't change anything, put it that way. I would always go for things I've gone for, and hopefully I continue to do so.